What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Shalom. Um, Grand Rising. All that good stuff. I just realized that I had this set for 6:30 p.m. and not a.m. So yeah, go figure. Nevertheless, but welcome to another episode of Pause and Reflect with yours truly. I am Mr. Straight Talk. And today's episode is entitled The Difference Between Interest and Commitment. So, the difference between being interested in something and being outright committed to something. And as customary, you guys know we always go to the word first. We always start out in the Bible. So let's go to a very familiar story in the Bible. Let's go to the book of Kings. Where am I? Chapter 19. And let's see. I want to start at the 15th verse. So and this is right as the prophet Elijah was coming out of the cave, which I spoke about on Friday. You know, him having this caveman experience. So the Lord the Lord said to him, "Go, return your way into the wilderness of Damascus, and when you arrive, anoint Hazael as king over Syria. Also, you shall anoint Jehu, the son of Nimshi, as king over Israel. And Elisha, the son of Shaphat of Abel Maloya, you shall anoint as prophet in your place." This is very, very, very important there. You shall anoint Elijah as prophet in your place. Shout out to E in the building. It shall be that whoever escapes the sword of Hazael, Jehu will kill, and whoever escapes the sword of Jehu, Elisha will kill. Yet I have reserved several thousand in Israel, all whose knees have not bowed to Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed him. All right. So he departed. This is verse 19. So he departed from there and found Elisha, the son of Shaphat, who was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen before him. And he was the 12th. Then Elijah passed by him and threw his mantle on him. And he left the oxen and ran after Elijah and said, "Please let me kiss my mother and my father, and then I will follow you." And he said to him, "Go back again, for what have I done to you?" So Elisha turned back from him and took a yoke of oxen and slaughtered them and boiled their flesh using the oxen's equipment and gave it to the people, and they ate. They arose and they followed Elijah, and then Elisha became his servant. So I know that was a lot to consume just to get to what we're talking about today, but real quick, let me just surmise what's happening here. This is after the prophet Elijah came out of the cave because he was afraid of Jezebel going to kill him. And so God told him to go anoint Elisha as prophet in your place. So Elijah walks past Elisha, who was in the field plowing, and he just put his mantle on him and just walked away. He didn't say anything. And then Elisha was like, "Wait a minute, hold on, let me come back and let me see what's going on." And then he just said, "Hey, I'm gonna go kiss my mom and dad goodbye." He killed his oxen and things like that. And so how does that correlate to what we're saying? Today's show is entitled "The Difference Between Interest and Commitment." Had Elisha just been interested in what happened, then he wouldn't have followed the prophet Elijah. But once Elijah dropped his mantle on him, then he first became interested, like, whoa. And then his commitment kicked in. And what was his commitment? His commitment was like, "Hey, I'm going to follow you. But first, to prove that I'm going to follow you, let me go back and kiss my mother and father goodbye and let them know that, hey, I'm leaving this place." Then he went and broke his oxen yoke. Then he killed his oxen and spread them out to everybody. So I say all that to say this: there's a reason so many men fail. They're interested, but not committed. I mean, we could just stop right there and just hit the end button and everything will be done. Interest fades when things get hard. Commitment keeps you going when you don't feel like it. Man, prime example, let's just use marriage as an example. You could be interested in a woman. You're interested in her because you want to go out with her, you want to bed her, you know, you want to have sex with her, you want to do all type of things like that. But interest only lasts so long. Once you lose interest in her, then it's on to the next one. Versus commitment, now you want to pursue this woman as your wife. You want to take it to another level. You want to go that extra step. So that's where you see the difference is. You could be interested in something. Hey, I'm interested in learning, you know, Mike is big in stocks. I'm interested in learning about stocks, but am I committed to spend the time with him and say, hey, what courses do I need to take to do this? What steps do I need to do this? So big difference. So let's look at a couple of signs of interest versus commitment. Some interest will only get you so far because it only tries when it's convenient, when I have time to do it. I'll get to it when I can. Another sign is we quit when it gets hard. Oh yeah, this isn't for me. I don't want to do this because I was just interested in it. It didn't really, you know what they say, it didn't pique my interest. You know, it didn't pique my interest. And here's a big thing. It talks more than it acts. You ever been around a person that all they do is run their mouth? Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. But they don't put anything into action. Nothing, no action. On the verse of that, let's take a look at commitment. Commitment shows up daily regardless of the mood. Oh my goodness, you there no matter what. No matter what, you just show up. I want to learn about those stocks, and even though I don't have a clue what I'm doing, I'm going to watch every video. I'm going to watch every teaching. I'm going to pay for some classes. Yeah, sometimes you have to pay for some stuff. Stop expecting everything for free. You have to pay for some stuff. People's time is very, very, very valuable. I know if I wanted to, I could ask Mike, I could ask Wayne, and they'll gladly do it. But I'm not that type of person. You know, people's times are valuable. You don't want to, you know, if people took the time to go to schooling or whatever to learn a particular craft, then it's not on you to now try to suck them dry of all their information for free. And I used to be the guy to be like, oh man, if you learn something, you should gladly just teach everybody. No, if you go to school, you get the master's degrees, you get the PhDs, and you get all of this, why should you freely offer up your information? You showed a commitment to your craft. And now you have people who are just interested in your craft. So never let anybody suck you dry. uh, Never let anybody suck you dry of what you paid the price for. Put it that way. Another sign of commitment is that we push through the discomfort. Man, shit is going crazy all around us. The world is in turmoil, it's topsy-turvy, but I'm still going to push through it. I'm still going to strive because I'm committed to this. I want to commit to this. I want to see this thing through. Commitment lets results speak louder than words. Listen, show me that you changed. Show me that you learned what you learned. Don't just talk. You know, we have some guys come through here and they could talk a good game. Oh man, they could talk a good game, like they research what we do and they know everything to say, everything so good to say. And then when you actually put them on it, they don't know a damn thing. They just talk. But a committed person will show you through their actions like, hey, this is what I do. I've learned this. I've mastered this. Here we are. This is how we are, and this is where we are. So I'm almost done. So in order to move from interest to commitment, you got to define your why. First, there we go again. Y'all, what's pushing you? What's driving you? Why does it matter? Why does this matter to you? Why are you so interested in this? You know, here's another good key. You want to remove the exit plan. Burn that backup plan, because failure is not an option when you're committed to something. Failure is not an option. So yeah, don't be like, oh man, yeah, well, if I don't learn about this, then whatever. No, that's your interest talking, not your commitment to something. You got to create some non-negotiables, daily actions that you commit to no matter what. There's certain things that you have to do no matter what. Listen, I'm in a phase right now where I'm trying to get a little bit healthier. Sugar is a big deterrent in what I'm doing. You have to set the action plan every day to get rid of it, no matter what. If it takes reading labels, it takes you looking at things that you used to eat and be like, oh man, I didn't know this had this much sugar in there. Let me get away from that. You got to create some non-negotiables that I'm not turning back to this no matter what. Another thing is we got to start learning how to embrace discomfort. Man, commitment isn't supposed to feel good. It's not supposed to feel good at all. Sometimes commitment outright hurts. But you know, if if you want it to ultimately work, you got to push through it. Um, results come to you when you stay committed through the hard times. I know we like things easy. We live in this generation now where everything has to be easy. We want everything easy to us. We don't want to go through anything. We don't want to feel no pain. But I'm going to tell you, as a man, things feel a little bit better when you had to fight for it. Things feel, that victory is a little bit better when you had to tough it out, when you had to, you had some adversities, you had to persevere through some things. It's just a little bit better. A little bit, it just feels a lot better when you actually had to go through something to get where you're going. Listen, so most people quit too soon, and your success could be on the other side of your perseverance. You ever met a man that gave up right on the cusp? I mean, like, you're literally on the 1 yard line, and the effort just dies. Well, 1 yard away was the goal, and they gave up. Man, a lot of men, we gotta stop quitting so soon. Don't quit. Don't give up, man. Just fight the good fight. Continue to fight. Continue to push through. Just, no matter what, just continue. Because guess what? Commitment builds character and respect. Commitment builds character in you. You could tell a man, you could tell a man that's gone through some things, that was committed to his craft. Maybe he wanted to get contracts, government contracts, to build houses and do all type of things, but he kept running up against red tape and things like that. He lost a little bit of sleep, and he had to work longer hours to keep proving who he was. That man, his character, because he's been through something. He's been through something, and I'm afraid that some guys, not all, because I don't ever want to be, confused that I'm saying every man, because I'm not. There's more good ones than there are bad ones, but there are a lot of bad ones that refuse to go through anything. They just want everything handed to them. Oh, everything should be handed to me. I should I should enter the job market making 100K, and I don't know anything. I haven't been through anything. I don't know nothing. I just fresh out of high school. Give me 100K right off the bat. They don't want to do anything. You gotta get into some character building situations, because it'll help you in the long run. It'll help you be a better father, help you be a better husband if you choose that route. It just help you be a better person just overall in life. So, stay committed to those things, man. And don't waste your time on things that you're just interested in. If you're just like, oh man, I got an interest in this, but it's not gonna go anywhere, then don't waste all your time on it. Don't give all your energy to it, because it's not gonna last anyway. But if you're committed to something, then make the effort. Just make the effort, man. Stop being interested in things and get committed, man. Decide today that you're going to be all in on what you're going to do. You got to go all in, and success will meet you on the other side. And I just close. I want to just refresh back on Elijah. We know Elijah was going through a lot of things. Shortly after this, he'd be taken up, but God told him to anoint the prophet Elisha in his place. And he just walked past him, and he put his mantle on him, and that was it. And the prophet, and he just kept walking. And Elijah, something in what just happened, that experience, you know, random man just walks up to you and just touches you with his mantle, you're like, oh my goodness, something in that experience spoke to his spirit. And it made him be like, oh man, I am doing this. I'm plowing in the fields. I'm doing this job. But now something's been awakened inside of me. I need to follow this guy. You know, so he follows Elijah. And the first thing Elijah does is tell him to go back. Elijah was like, hey man, go back. What are you doing? And Elisha turned around to go back, and the prophet Elijah was like, well, okay, well, he, you know, basically in so much words, he's easily discouraged. I don't need a guy like this following me anyway. But what he didn't know is that Elisha was going back to make his commitment. You know, he went back and he told his mother and father, hey, I got to follow this man. He kissed them goodbye. It's like, hey, where I'm going, you can't go. I got to kiss you goodbye. You know, I love you. Thank you for getting me where I am, but goodbye. It's time for me to leave. He broke the oxen yoke. He killed the oxen. He cut it up. He boiled it. He dispersed it to everybody. He made the commitment that what I am doing now is not my end. I am going to finish this right here. And now I'm going to go follow the man of God. And none of, you know, most of us won't ever have that type of experience, but we do have similar experiences where we come into that, we have that moment, we have that epiphany, like, hey, this is what I'm meant to do. This is where my calling is in life. Let me move, let me make the steps to be committed to it. And that's all I'm saying today. Get committed and you'll see great things. Hey man, hopefully everybody enjoys their Friday. I am at work, about to start real soon. Hopefully everybody has a great day at work. Peace and blessings. Hopefully you guys will share out this video, share it to some brothers that you know may need a little bit of encouragement. I'll be back on Monday for another episode of Pause and Reflect. Until then, everybody enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Hey, stick to your goals. I'm out of here. Peace.